Welcome to Owl the Storyteller. Today we're stepping back in time to Victorian England. Our focus, the Crinoline Period from 1850 to the mid-1860s. Imagine ladies gliding through rooms, their skirts billowing like bells. Be amazed by the artistry and ingenuity of the Crinoline Period. Picture this. A lady steps out in her finery, her skirt a cascade of fabric billowing out from a remarkably tiny waist. The era's name comes from the very structure that made this dramatic silhouette possible, the crinoline cage. Fashioned from hoops of steel, the crinoline provided a lightweight yet sturdy framework for layers of petticoats and fabric. As with all fashions, the silhouette of the Crinoline Period wasn't static. By the mid-1860s, skirts began to take on a more pronounced fullness at the back. This evolution added a new dimension of movement and drama to the already eye-catching silhouette. The Crinoline Period's dramatic silhouette emphasized contrasts, and nothing highlighted this more than the corset. These corsets, often reinforced with steel boning, were also canvases for adornment, embellished with lace, ribbons, and intricate embroidery. To appreciate the crinoline revolution, we must journey back to the era of Marie Antoinette. The Georgian era had its own voluminous skirts, created using wide side hoops known as panniers. The crinoline, with its evenly distributed volume, offered far greater freedom of movement, a delightful combination of fashion and practicality. Just a few decades before the rise of the crinoline, the Regency era favoured a streamlined silhouette. The arrival of the crinoline marked a dramatic departure from this minimalist aesthetic. The emphasis shifted to a defined waist and a dramatic hourglass figure, celebrating curves and volume. Before the crinoline cage, achieving a fashionable silhouette required layers of heavy petticoats. The crinoline changed everything, creating more volume with a fraction of the weight. This innovation allowed for larger, more elaborate skirts without sacrificing comfort or ease of movement. While the Crinoline Period is defined by its bell-shaped skirts, it also hinted at the later Victorian era's bustle. By the mid-1860s, skirts began to take on a more pronounced fullness at the back, foreshadowing the bustle period. Let's appreciate the true star of the Crinoline Period, the cage itself. Fashioned from graduated hoops of spring steel, it was a marvel of Victorian engineering. These cages were carefully designed to create a specific shape, with smaller hoops at the top gradually increasing in size towards the hem. And the best part, these cages were surprisingly lightweight and collapsible, making them practical for everyday wear. The crinoline cage provided the volume, but it was the corset that sculpted the body to create the era's idealized silhouette. Corsets of this period were marvels of construction, cinching the waist to remarkably small proportions and emphasizing the dramatic contrast between the narrow upper body and the expansive skirt. The crinoline cage provided the foundation, but it was the layers of petticoats worn over it that truly brought the silhouette to life. Made from fine linens, cotton, or even silk, petticoats were often embellished with lace, embroidery, or delicate tucks, adding volume and movement to the already impressive skirts. And so we bid farewell to the Crinoline Period, a time when fashion was a captivating blend of artistry and technology. Those bell-shaped skirts, swaying with every step, continue to capture our imaginations, reminding us of a time when fashion was a powerful form of self-expression. If you've enjoyed this glimpse into the fascinating world of Victorian fashion, be sure to like and subscribe for more fashion history insights.